Good evening, everyone. I know I have not spoken in a while. This video is going to be unedited and raw. And no, I don't mean dirty in that sense. It just means there's going to be a lot of errors, probably. Audio may not be so good, but I wanted to give you an update on why I have not been on my channel for a while, or I have not been putting out any videos. About the time I stopped, my doctor told me that I had to lose a significant amount of weight. I was 193 at that point. So he was supposed to have tested me, again, a weigh in September. Um, Long story short, that didn't happen because of health insurance and whatnot. I have it, but my doctor, who was covered back in March, is now no longer covered. So, and you're going to be asking yourself, well, how does this tie in with everything? Well, around that time, I started taking K-pop dance lessons on Saturday at my local dance studio. And so I really got into it and had to put in a lot of time and energy. So, along with work and my study of languages and whatnot, it didn't really leave time for me to make videos and whatnot. So that's why I stopped doing it. And for any of you who are watching who have ever lived in Michigan or are currently living in Michigan or even just passing through, uh, you know that Michigan summers are very short. So that means when the sun is out, when we have warm weather, our bodies are out there. We're getting our bodies out there because we want to soak up those Ds. Um, Fortunately, today was a very nice day. But yeah, the rest of this week is going to be more like fall, which I'm definitely looking forward to um, because I can show off the new clothes that I bought because of my weight loss. I went from 193. I'm down to about 156. Trying to get those few extra pounds off, though, has been proven to be a very big challenge. So that's one reason. And as of mid-September, I started taking hip hop lessons to improve my K-pop dancing. So now I'm not just taking it once a week; I'm taking it twice a week. So once on Saturdays, which is no problem, but Wednesdays it's like, aha, now I have to do that after class, after school. What am I saying? After work. I'm too old to be in school right now. For what it's worth, I have a bachelor's and an MBA. Not that's not a boast, or a brag or anything. Just to kind of say, well, I'm too old to be in a traditional school environment. So, getting back on track, that's why I have not been making videos recently, and also too, not so much that I was worried about being rejected or worried about um, negative comments. I mean, in fact, negative comments help me out. It helps out YouTube. So YouTube counts a negative comment the same as it counts a positive. So uh, that didn't bother me. But what gave me the kick in the pants today was watching a video by Dad Mode in Dark Mode, and he was encouraging us to do that. And he's somebody whose opinions and outlook on life I've come to really admire. Um, so that finally gave me the impetus to get back on track today and to start putting out, however bad they are, however tired I am, at least 3 videos a week. They may be short, but I feel that if people do want to connect and resonate with my message, at this point, I'm not even sure who my demographic is going to be. I'm not sure who my target audience is going to be honest with you. I know it's not going to be people with the gray hairs normally, and it's not to scare away anybody who is, has the gray hairs and is interested in Japan or what I talk about. But it's just looking at the people around me every day in Michigan, watching the YouTube channels. Most of the gray hairs do not resonate with my interests, which tend to be Japan. and I would even say more so traditional Japanese culture than anime. Especially when I'm on TikTok, I just watch the heck out of those traditional Japanese dances so that TikTok will remember me next time and give me more traditional Japanese dances. So that's one thing. Um, K-pop. And so that's where my language study comes in. And so I know a lot of the people my age are not going to be focused on East Asian languages. So I'm assuming that most of my target audience here is going to be most likely Zoomers and millennials. So I'm still trying to figure out the footing there and who will follow and what topics are going to be interesting and what is considered YouTube friendly and whatnot. So again, so as I said, this could be a rambling video, and it's just everything I'm going to throw out there of things I'm thinking about that I'll be presenting the next couple of days. Um, I should be getting back on track now that I have a tripod, so that I don't always have to hold the phone with my hand and have a shaky video and whatnot. And I'd really like to give you a perspective on just the things that we have here in suburban Detroit that are Japan focused and whatnot, so that people passing through or who may be living here eventually um, can take advantage of those and enjoy them just as much as I have in this area. I would not have stayed in Metro Detroit for so long if I had not found things that I loved about it. Initially, I did not want to be here. I wanted to be out. For full disclosure, I got divorced in 2015. Um, so it was really a friend who introduced me to an anime convention and sold me her then boyfriend's pass that got me really hooked on to anime and whatnot. Yes, I have seen Spy Family recently, so I'm very happy that that has come out. I tend to be more, though, of a slice of life anime fan myself, though. But if something is popular and has a message that can kind of is cross generational, I can go for that too. So when Chainsaw Man comes out with their movie over here, hey, I'll be there too. So I can talk about pretty much any subject that is of interest. And so even if I don't know much about it, I have at least like some surface level knowledge of it. And so if people will ever in the future say, hey, Chris, okay, I just gave you my name right there, talk about this. Sure, I'll go ahead and do that for you. As long as it's YouTube friendly. There's some things I won't be able to do, or else YouTube will demonetize you and whatnot, or will remove the video. So, um, yeah, K-pop dancing, hip hop dancing, kayaking this summer. Yes, Michigan is very good, especially Port Austin at Turnip Rock. Turnip Rock in Port Austin is excellent for kayaking. If you ever are in the thumb area, as we call that part of Michigan, yes, definitely do avail yourself of it. Enjoy it. Yes, enjoy the heck out of any natural stuff that you can do in the summer in Michigan. Uh, the winter is going to be upon us, or as they say, winter is coming pretty soon. So I know there will be people who will be brave and get outdoors and do drag sledding, things like that, and all that stuff. And then people down in Detroit who will ice skate at Campus Martius. And I might do a little of that, but no, I like to keep my body indoors usually do that time during that time. And we'll at least have dancing this time to keep me warm. Okay, well, I think I've rambled on long enough, and thank you for listening, and look forward to giving you more Japan related stuff. And in addition, uh, Detroit related Japan stuff or Japan related Detroit stuff. I think you get the meaning of what I'm saying here, because there's a lot of excellent stuff that we have related to Japan in the Detroit area. And, if there are other parts of Michigan and those haven't been covered on other YouTube videos, I will cover those too, because Grand Rapids also has a very good convention there too, and which is way more focused on uh, Japanese traditional culture than it is on anime, and I really was drawn to that because that is kind of rare. Okay, well, thank you for listening, and you take care. Bye for now.